So here's what we've done. We verified that we're missing it at the component itself, the power steering control module, and then now we verified that it's good coming out of the start connector. The reason being is because the wire is broken and it's inside the insulation. So it was very hard to see it. You ever run into a head scratcher like this 2017 Chrysler Pacifica with no power steering and zero communication to the power steering control module? I did. Turns out the culprit was a sneaky break in the CAN bus wiring hiding under the insulation. In this video, I tracked down the invisible gremlin, fixed the break, and bring the Pacifica back to life. Buckle up and let's get this show on the road. Okay, let's see what we got for faults here. SCM, steering column module, lost communication with steering column module. Lost speed control message. That's a lot of faults in the PCM. TCM, CAN C bus performance off in the body control module. All right, so who's active? Sorry, let's go with that. Zoom us in a little bit here. Okay, so we got active. Lost columns with that guy. There's a lot of lost columns with steering, power steering control module. We are going to have to clear these codes. There is no way you're going to have this many active codes. Electronic power steering, torque sensor, humidity, power steering A, steering angle sensor. Wow. I think that they did this with testing. I'm pretty sure that they were, trying to perform tests. And during that time, they created a lot of CAN bus faults. So the main complaint is that, there's no communication with the power steering control module. They put a new rack and pinion in it. Granted, it is a used unit. They said that the vehicle arrived with a different rack and pinion in the trunk of it. So they said that the person has probably been chasing this problem. So that's plausible, All right. So what we're going to do next is once this is done with the clear of the codes, we are going to cycle the key. I'm going to turn the key off. Key is in the off position. And then we are going to start it. Still no power steering. We have a few lights that are coming on the dash. Okay. Takes them a while, but they show up. So now we're going to go key off. Turn the ignition back on. And we are going to run another scan. So let's get through that part. In the meantime, we can see that they've got the star connectors out, and it appears that they've probably put some star connectors in. I think these came from the dealer. They've got some service information here, which is fantastic. Good to see them reading that. So a report. What do we got? Lost columns of power steering control A. Implausible data received from body control module. Lost columns of power steering. Electric power steering. Electric power steering. Okay. CAN high, CAN low. That don't seem right. But I could be wrong. Electronic steering lock. Electronic power steering. How you doing? No communication. Let's break out the wiring diagrams. Let's get it. All right. 2017 Pacifica. Let's go OE. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So it said CAN C bus, right? We saw a CAN C bus fault. Let's go to the CAN C bus. Let's see here. Let's control find and let's type in power steering. Do we get anything? Oh, we get nothing. How about steering? That gives us something. We got a yellow here and an orange here. So steering column lock, module, steering column control. Okay, then we're going to go and we're going to look at the power steering control module diagram. And see how it plays out here. So there is a hot at all times, power here, fuse battery power. So there's one hot at all times. And then we have a power that goes from the run start relay, fuse 56, 10 amp. So that's your key on power. Then we have two grounds. Sorry, 1, 2. And then we've got our CAN communication wires. So this is a pretty simple circuit. Let's put this thing in the air and start checking stuff. Okay, now we're underneath this beast, and the rack and pinion is in the rear. As you can tell by the tie rods. So let's see here. It's hard for me to see. I'm sure you guys can see it good. This is the control module, power steering control module. We have what looks like blue, red, and purple, and then red and black. So pink and green, yellow and brown, yellow. Oh, there's another connector up top. So let's go ahead and get this unplugged if we can. I don't know if I'll be able to with one hand. I don't know. Kind of tight. Probably going to put this down and get this unplugged. All right. There's the big power. Looks nice, right? You always want to check. Yep, and we got two more connectors. So we got this one. Come on. Now, I don't believe that there's a red locking tab up top. There could be. Man, that's tight. I gotta put the camera down. I can still talk to you though. Oh, got it. Holy moly. Yeah, if there was a red locking tab, it's gone. But we have 3 wires and they've got them twisted up. So pink and green is there and our 2 yellows. Let's check that pink and green for power. It is on the left of the front. So we're connected test light to ground. And we have power. Check this red and we have power. So let's check our grounds. Let me go get that. All right, now we know we have big power here. We know that for a fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the ground by installing a test light between power and ground, because I don't want to drop the vehicle back down on the ground. Sorry about this. Just to connect power. Should have done that from the start. Oh, look, we're good. Plenty of power there. Now we're going to check. It says 10 amp. So I'm not going to run the big test light. We already ran the little one. I guess we can run the big test light. Why not? It ain't going to hurt it. And there's no additional grounds. So it will be CAN bus next. That will be the next deal. Let's see here. Run this thin wire. And that's it. Let's see if we can get in here. We can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I always think about Eddie Murphy. Yes, I can. That dude is hilarious. Very good. Our 10 amp can really hold some juice. So that brings us to CAN bus. We're going to use the lab scope, guys. Keep it simple. All right, we got our stuff. And I would have tried to use the power probe, but I don't want to drop the vehicle back down if I don't have to be honest with you. I try not to go up and down, and I try to do as little amount of work as I possibly can. I've got to be one of the laziest people ever. Oops. Okay. This is about as tangled as my test leads get. That'll work. Let's turn the scope on, get it connected. And it's connected. Let's go to channel 1. Hit the play button. And we're recording. So we're going to go up here. And yes, I'm front probing. So what? Now, that is not a good sign. You guys can see that. So let's go over to the next one. And there we have comms. Okay. So now we do have comms. Okay. So here we do have communication. So now we'll figure out why we don't have communication on the other one. And so you remember how I said I don't like to go up and down? Here we are using a creeper to crawl up into this vehicle. And we'll put our devices inside. Don't forget the scan tool. And then we're going to creep our way all the way to the top. And now we're going to figure out if our wiring is opened or shorted. Now he said that they didn't install the other star connectors. So, okay. You know what? I need a ground. I need a ground. This is, you know, that dinging noise. Well, on domestics, you can stop it. Because let me tell you something. That dinging noise will drive you bonkers. Let's see here. We got to find a ground. That can be a little annoying sometimes if you don't think about that ahead of time. Like a breakout box is a really good thing to use if you can just like have it at all times. I don't have it with me. So let's see what we can find here. See, this is why you need a breakout box, because there's like never any grounds anywhere. Okay. Now I don't know which CAN star connector we have, so let's zoom in here. Ciao. All right. Star connector, CAN C, instrument panel. Yellow and brown and yellow. C13. Yellow and brown and solid yellow. Huh. C13. Let's see if C13 is a thing. Can we find it just by typing that in? Body can interior high-speed start connector C13. Instrument panel, that's the one that we need. C. Oh, perfect. Wow, let me tell you, that's great. That's great. That really helped us out. Locations. Here we go. Oh, even better. Gotta love it, right? There's two of them. It says it's the one on the left, but they've been removed. All right, old school, old school. Let's see here. I'm correct. It's yellow and brown and yellow. And it's number 13. All right, 13. Is it labeled? No, it's not. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not there. Let's go the opposite way. So that would be here. These are definitely the browns. This one is brown and yellow, or yellow and brown, sorry. This one here. See, that trace looks brown. I don't know how they come up with 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Huh. C13. So these have been unplugged and moved around. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. Let's try and scope that. Let's see what we find. Where are you? Here we go. Wow, working on cars. Single-handedly. That's a whole nother thing. Okay. So I see. Oh, the key went off. So that's good. That's the high side, which we didn't have a high side down there. And there's our low side. So here, it's good. The wiring is good. The high side is fine. So next, what are we going to do? We're going to go to our... So here's what we've done. We verified that we're missing it at the component itself, the power steering control module. And then now we verified that it's good coming out of the start connector. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to see which one is easier to get to. Inline dash powertrain 1 or inline dash instrument panel. Oh, it's hot. It is hot. Woo! I'm dying here. All right, let's try inline dash instrument panel. It's probably going to be hard to find. Connector views. This is not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. How do I search this again? Inline dash slash instrument panel. Yes. Inline dash slash instrument panel. Let's go to steering. Let's try there. Let's start as simple as possible. Right? Okay. Not gonna be it. Not gonna be it. Vehicle systems, grounds, inline connectors. Body, 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 injector, seat, dash, body dash, body lift gates, body. And none of these are what we're looking for, I don't think. Instrument panel, okay. IP. Oops. Let's try that. Left instrument panel. No. It's 53 and 54. Keep clicking on the wrong stuff. So this is going to be a big connector. Oh, come on. Splices. Left instrument panel. Body, right instrument panel. Center instrument panel. Dash powertrain. What was it called again? Inline dash / instrument panel. Injectors, instrument panel. Lift gates. I don't like this. And you can't click on it like you can with Ford. So let's go aftermarket. Probably going to be an information bus. But the thing is, I think that on Chrysler, they changed the names of the connectors. Control, find, type in steering. Where do we go? Where do we go? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Steering column control module. Left steering wheel switch. Steering lock module. Well, that's nothing that we're looking for. We're looking for power steering control module. Where are you at, my friend? Why do I not see it? It says there's 5. And it won't take me to any of them. Okay. Steering column, lock, steering column, control. Those are not what we need. Electronic shifts, powertrain. Not what we need. Anti-lock brakes. Electronic power steering module. Right rear of engine. Okay, here we go. All right. Now we got XY202A. Let's see if we can find that. Or we're not going to, I guarantee you. Let's see. XY202A. Nothing. I knew it. I knew it. XY200A. Let's try that. XY200A. Nothing. I knew it. This is not a shocker to me. I haven't done Chrysler in such a while. I forget how to look for the connectors. Inline dash / IP. Let's search that. Inline dash / IP. Oh, wow. You should have done that. Holy cow. X301, inline dash / IP. Let's just see where it shows it. Where is it at? Oh, it's way up there. So what probably happened? I wonder if this is a car lot vehicle. And did I click on this one? And it's the same thing. What if this is a car lot vehicle and somebody tried to install a GPS and they accidentally cut the wires? Or if they, yeah. Yep. That is a good chance that that's what's happened. All right, so basically, this thing's got to come down. We got to bring it down. Okay, so that's our inline dash connector, inline dash instrument panel. So 50, let's see here, wires 53 and 54. That's what we're looking for. So this is 59, right? So it'll be a few wires over 59. We'll work our way over 53 and 54. All right, so 2 connectors here, and I do believe I'm on the right one, because that's yellow and brown right there, and then yellow. So we're gonna pierce these wires, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna have to cut the camera. All right, we got the wire on the yellow one, or sorry, we got the piercing probe on the yellow wire, and everything turned off on us. Okay, finally, moving along. And the key's off. And look at this jazz. It's a little weird looking. Why? I have the ground hooked up. That's strange. That's not proper. All right, so we moved over to the yellow and brown wire, and it looks like this as well. So it's just some noise from my scope. My scope's acting a little strange right now is all. Maybe it's the ground. I don't know. But that's okay because we have signal. That's what's important. Oh, actually, I know what it is. I have the module plugged in, and the signal looks like this. That must be what it is. It's because I have the module plugged in now. Before it was unplugged. Okay, so we were hooked up in the front at the bulkhead connector, right? And we had signal. Currently, we have no signal. We are tied in. Let me extend this. We are tied in right there. So we are hooked up to our power steering control module connector, front probed. Now, I took this engine cover off and the air box. I got that out the way. And, you know, I'm looking at the harness and everything looks so good. I was just like, I know it's got to be a broken wire or something like that. And I just can't find it. So anyways, it appears that there's some oil leaking going on right here from the valve cover. And I can see it running down onto that shielded wire and down into there. And then I'm gonna try and see if I can't show you guys. It's really hard to see, but I think that, yeah, down there, that clean looking shielded wire, the harness appears to be laying on top of the transmission. And I believe that that's where the problem is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach down there and jiggle that. And then, man, that's tough to get to. Let's see. This is so hard to see. Let me see if I can't angle it better. So the wiggle test is the absolute key with any of this. Yeah, there we go. So the problem, where are you at? Right there. Cool. All right, we're wiggle testing and we got it fixed. Wow, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. All right, so we at least know where it's at. Now let's see if we can identify the exact cause. Okay, low speed can, third pin over. Front probe, center pin, nothing. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out, I'm gonna wiggle this. And wiggle it until we can figure out exactly where the brake is. Got it. Okay, I know exactly where it's at. Now let's see if I can point to it. Right here. The brake is in here. It's right in here. Right there. It doesn't appear that it's rubbing anywhere. Except for maybe it was rubbing on this bracket. this bracket here, maybe it was rubbing there. Yeah, because there's supposed to be a clip that holds it in place. Let me peel that stuff back and see if I can't visually see it. Okay, still nothing. And I've then pulled this harness back a good bit, but I think that I think I'm on the right path here. I think we're very, very close. It's just so hard to do this with one hand. I'm really wondering if it's at the connector itself. Let's see. Let's give this a pull. I hope that you guys can see this. I need a piercing probe. Okay, let's set up this pierce probe. Okay, and we have communication with the pierce probe right there. So what is going on here? Is it my test lead? We keep getting the dropouts. All right, so if I pinch this tight right here, right? And then we wiggle this around like so. Right? I'm holding it tight up there. I'm wiggling it around. We get no dropouts. But if I let this pinch spot go, and then I wiggle it around like this, we get dropouts. So the fault is higher up. It has to be higher up. But how high? Look at this. This is wild. It's got to be broken in the harness. It's got to be broken underneath the insulation itself. Has to be. Absolutely has to be. So if I hold this tight again, I hold it tight. Okay, and yes, we have finally found it. That was a pain, I will say. Reason being is because the wire is broken. It was inside the insulation, so it was very hard to see it. Right here, it was extremely hard. You know, sometimes I was second guessing my equipment. I didn't know if it was my equipment messing up, if it was, or what was going on. You know, sometimes the way you're connected is a pain. So this is fine. So I'll have them butt connect that. We're all done. This vehicle will be fixed and it will be done. There's no need to program the power steering control module. That's a win for us. And that's how we uncovered the hidden culprit behind the no power steering mystery. If you enjoyed this troubleshooting journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more real-world diagnostics. If you have a tricky problem of your own, drop a comment or reach out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.